Did you miss me? I missed you guys. I'll tell you that. You like the Sears Silvertone amp? See, I could not remember if that was what I knew it was a picture of an amp, but I just wasn't sure where. Big Lamb in the house. Little Lamb's around here somewhere. I don't know where the hell, but she is. Good to see you, Lisa. Yes, extremely good to see you, Brandon, and everybody else to boot. I'll explain everything. I know I missed you guys too. Damn it. There was sort of good reasons. I'll explain. That's okay. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe you guys caught me on Rachel's. I was on there for most of the show anyway this time around, I think. And well, I got around the political bullshit. Yeah, I couldn't take it anymore. See? And this is like my haircut until probably Valentine's Day, I'm guessing. I won't probably need another one till then. And of course, part of it, we got, I'll tell, man, we're going to obviously be talking about that. We're going to be talking about a couple other things. Is that a police coffee mug? Actually, I'll show you what it is. Penny Lane sent this to me last year for my birthday. It is a Psycho's Platters mug. It's one of those trick mugs where you got to put the hot liquid and it comes up, you see. And what it says on the other side, Psycho's Platters, always powered by coffee, each and every time. That's right. Yes, I should sell some of these trick mug, huh? That'd be quite all right. Look at you guys. I haven't even been on 1 minute yet, and I already got 10 of you. Thank you so much. Truthfully, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of the shit here, right? So my last broadcast was 10 days ago. Oh God. Nothing was really wrong with me. Okay. My bad. It looks like Ghost in the Machine. Kind of, I guess I could see little bits of that, couldn't it? I love Kansas. I'm glad you discovered Kansas. I've got most of the catalog. I don't have all of them. I think I'm missing like two. They're working on a new one, I'm told. So 26, maybe we'll get a new Kansas album. That'd be nice. I thought I even heard Carrie Livgren might even be contributing a track. That would be nice. But that is just rumor at the moment. So, so 11th of October, I think was the last time I was on. It was a Saturday, and we did a Saturday morning show. I remember that. Eric, how you doing? It's way too late to be up. I'll get offline really soon. Thank you very much, and you can always catch on the replay, my friend, as well. But I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad to see all of you people here, to be honest with you. So the thing was I knew that I wasn't going to be doing a show for a few days, okay? But I didn't expect it to be 10. There was a lot of family-related stuff going on mixed with the kid decided he had weird sleep schedules and I couldn't get on here. That was about 75% of why, all right? And, of course, I couldn't coincide with the work schedule and shit, and I only can really do, like, Tuesday nights and Friday nights and stuff like that can I maybe do, or hell, maybe even an occasional Wednesday night. I won't be home, though, tomorrow night, unfortunately. So I can tell you there won't be any show Wednesday night like we try to do sometimes. Maybe Thursday, but it would have to be between 6 and 7 p.m. my time, you see, Thursday. But today, at least we're here. But that was what most of that was, okay? And then I was going to do a Saturday show last Saturday. Unfortunately, we had some extra family-related stuff that I did have to take care of, and it took me all morning, to be honest. I hope that you don't have any overdosing issues from having bitten a 45. Not yet. Hey, how are you? In my ears, in my eyes, and look what I'm drinking out of. You know what? This woman is awesome. She really, really is. It's honest to God. So I want to thank the people for watching. And you know what's funny? I guess absence makes the heart grow fonder to some degree. I lost a few subscribers last week, but gained them all back. Is that all it takes? I just got to disappear for about 10 days and maybe we'll. I'm just shitting you. I'm shitting you. Yeah, I got 45 syndrome. Chris, how you doing? How you doing? But I wanted to thank everybody for watching and subbing and the private messages. I did get several messages asking if I was okay, this, that. I'm like, for once, it was not health related, mostly. Like 90% of it wasn't health related. I think there was one night, maybe it was last Tuesday, I just felt like crap and I just did not feel like up to doing anything. But all the rest of the time, pretty much, it was because the kid was on the laptop playing his RuneScape and everything else. That's right. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. Please smash the like button. If you have not subscribed, please do that, okay? It'd be very important. Turn on all notifications because I know some of you guys told me in private messages over the last month or two that for some reason you guys were unsubbed by the system, and that's not cool. And if, I know this maybe make me sound like a grifter. See, we talked about this over at Rachel's show. But if you feel like donating, that is absolutely beautiful. I do have to tell you that the episode that I dropped in the 6 p.m. hour earlier, you guys kind of helped pay for this, okay? And I think, part of the proceeds did help to pay for this. And we're talking about this. This is something that I have been looking forward to since they announced it earlier in the year. And we do happen to have the Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones Super Deluxe Edition from the Monkees, courtesy of Warner Rhino. $70, kids, and shipping. Came out to like between 80 and 85 for me, which is bullshit, but that's just what shipping is now. And but yeah, unfortunately, I ordered it from the official Monkees site, okay, which that might be the last time I'm going to do that. But let me show you. This is the 45 that comes with it. It's alternate takes. I love it. Sessions from the Rainbow Room for the photographs out in Chicago, August 67. I'm such a nerd. Anyways, but I know I kind of get a little long-winded. It's about a 15-minute unboxing video. And, oh, thank you. Thank you seriously so very much, Fred. Stop mentioning, I'm sorry, I'll tell you. 9:37 here, I'm ready to click up and go. You know what? And as far as I know, it's not limited edition, Eric. You can go to the Monkees official website or Warner Rhino and you can order it. And hopefully the shipping kink has been done. I said shipping kink because it was kind of bullshit. I didn't get it till last night. And there's a lot better unboxing videos than mine, I will admit. Sam St. John went off and did a nice one. I saw his. Goodly records, indeed. I'm going to show you something in a second here. Now, this is just a taste, mind you, before we get into the... Yeah. I do have to mention something, though, and it has nothing to do with that. So even though it was a few years since he put out a video, I do want to say to the family of Biosite 1, LJ, when LJ passed, which I found that out a few days ago, actually. I didn't realize when the message came up, because I was subbed, that it was 7 years since he made a video. And I was like, oh my God. And in VC weather in Australia, it's 1340 here and 36 degrees Celsius. But yes, so prayers going out to LJ's family. And yes, Fred, you take care of yourself. Everybody take care of yourselves out there. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do have a physical my 6-month or yearly, whatever the hell it is tomorrow. I'm just see, that's pretty damn cool. I'm a second generation Monkees watcher. I think, honest to God, I can go back to like 72, which is about when they were in Saturday morning syndication. Yes, definitely get some NyQuil. But when I go to see my doctor tomorrow, okay, my hands are not doing good. They'll lock up. They'll do weird stuff, and now it's getting painful. Both of them now do it. First it was the right. Now the left does it. And I get an attack once every couple days. Maybe it's my job related, or maybe it's something else. I don't know. I'm falling apart. Damn it. We all are, I guess, right? It's got NyQuil, yes. Mickey was the funny guy. He was. Yeah, Tom, I don't get it. I just don't fucking get it. And it's weird because, like, sometimes my hand will go into like a lobster claw, and I can't. One of my members of minor management saw, heard pounding on a table, came out to look, and she's seeing I'm pounding my hand to try to get it flat because it was stuck. And all I was trying to do was write with a stupid pen on paper. That was it. And I had a stupid attack. Yeah. Hi, Dwayne. So, yeah, thank you. I'll let you guys know when I know. Maybe I'm overthinking things. Maybe it's something obvious, and I'm just being stupid. I have no entire clue about all of it. But yes. So here's the thing. Before we get into like trigger finger, why don't you come on up? Will you please? I miss you, damn it. I really, really do. I'm serious. If you're up to it, but I would really like to see you. It's been too long. I've been lonely too long. Loser. I am a loser. That's right. I'm a loser, baby. Why don't you? Yeah, COVID sucks too. Oh, is that what you got? Somebody, it's going around again, gang. It is. Be careful out there. Be very, very careful. As the dude from Hill Street Blues, be careful out there. So, buddy of mine, I haven't seen him in months. I was beginning to wonder what happened to him. His name is Pat. And Pat, yeah, see, that shit, like the first time I got COVID, that cough wouldn't fucking go away for 3 months. It was horse shit. So, prayers to you. We love you here. So, the thing is that Pat went off and finally came into my work after being gone for a few months. Now, I didn't know he went away for the winter, but he came back. And so this was a couple days ago. And so yes, definitely. Hey, George, how you doing? Best damn Four Seasons channel ever. Check it out. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I think what was it? The first time I had COVID, it was 3 weeks. I was like that, and then the second time was about 10 days, and then the third time was 5 to 6 days. Yes, and so Pat, he had some of his late sister's records. Okay. Now, I don't remember the sister's name. He never brought it up, and that's moot. But the albums, unfortunately, I guess, got destroyed while he was gone. He didn't take everything. He only took somehow water damaged albums literally turned into mush. But he goes, Paul, I got a box of 45s for you in the car. It was my lunchtime, and I said, You betcha. Now, this man here, I kind of feel bad still. Because is that, just yes or no, is that stupid postal strike still happening? Is it still damn happening?
That I think it is. I think it is, yeah.
So, I'm glad to see you. So why are you so angry? No, I'm kidding. See, I'm busting your balls. I can't believe the decade is zipping by. No shit. I remember when that happened 5 years ago. It does, you know what? And it feels like it was a year ago, not 5 years ago, too. So Pat, I go and get the, and he didn't want any money. Pat didn't want any money for the 45s. It was a box about this big. And I'm like, well, you know, I felt bad anyway, and he wouldn't take any money, so I gave him a scratch-off ticket. And I said, here. I said, go be lucky. It was already scratched, and it had money on it. So I go, here. If you won't take that, yes, Canada Post ended their strike. Well, I don't know. Yes, Eric, James. So just as a little taste, because I'm really too much to do today on the show. Too much to do. So I'm going to just show you a taste of what was in the 45s by showing you the 3 picture sleeves, because there's only 3 out of the stack of 40. Sing along with the Fifth Dimension, ladies and gentlemen. Sweet Blindness. How about Looking Out My Back Door? And you know, the funny part about it is it says on this side, just 75 cents. Yes, that's right.
Wow.
75 cents you can get this thing. And none of the 45s were in there, by the way.
Geez, 75 cents.
75 cents in 1970 or 71 or whatever the fuck it was. Only delivering 2 days a week? Shit, that's bullshit. That's ridiculous. I don't buy anything outside of U.S. Too much money. But then I found this. And sure, it's not in the best of shape. But guess what? I've been wanting this picture sleeve for a long time. And now I finally have one for 77 cents back in 68. Lady Madonna. No Beatles. Da-da-da-da-da-da. But so finally, but the 45s, there's some cool shit. There is no doo-wop, Johnny, but there is some soul. There is some soul. And there was some couple Beatle records. One of them, well, a couple of them were common, but one of them was quite interesting, which I will save for the next episode. All of this stuff. I'm not showing them all to you because what happened is that 25%, unfortunately, were cracked or severely damaged. I had to throw them away. I hate throwing records away when they're like that, but they were beyond savable. And then out of the 75%, I'm keeping half, and then I am giving my friend Donna Jo Cat Lady half because they're duplicates from what I've got, you see, already. So, but there's a mix of fun in the stack, and we'll go over those another day. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Beatles, but like I said, it's kind of cool. I just never had that sleeve. I still have a bunch of Beatles sleeves. Ronald Thompson was the best member of the Fifth Dimension. Now, I will say this. I got an autograph somewhere. Yeah, right. I mean, well, bought from Canada once. Shipping was expensive. Haven't bought from Canada again. UK can get really big bit shipping too. I'll tell you that. There's always something good going on with the Beatles. That's right. We need to get Johnny a wig. A Beatle wig. We'll get him a Beatle wig, ladies and gentlemen. Been playing the hell out of Gentle Giant Civilian their last night one. Who the Beatles? Were they famous for? 500. A toupee, a black one. You could get one of our Beatle wigs, Johnny. Take it to the toppermost to the poppermost to put a toupee on there. Yeah, yes, a Beatle wig. Yeah. Oh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry, Johnny. Don't be mad, Johnny. Don't be mad.
No,
Okay.
When I was a kid, when the first Beatles came to invade the America, I was a small kid. My sister had one of these that you wore them in the winter. The women used to wear them in the wintertime back then. It was like a fluffy hat, right? Yeah. It's all like furry, basically. So when the Beatles came out, and my brother had a guitar sitting in his room, I put on that hat thinking it was a Beatles hair.
Yeah.
And I grabbed my brother's guitar and played it, broke a few strings, but I thought it was part of the Beatles, like John Lennon or something like that.
That's right. Soon it will be time to play the Beatles Christmas record, Christmas Time again. That is for sure. But so that's the taste of the 45 fine. And like I said, we'll do the probably on the next show. Actually, I also have some other 45s for another episode that I got from Mr. Doug Fields, host of the Vinyl Grotto. I haven't forgotten about him yet either.
You haven't been on for quite a while, and I was talking to Wyoming Dave on Facebook yesterday.
Yes.
I said, Dave, have you heard from Paul? I haven't seen him for friggin' ages on doing a show. What's going on with him?
Yeah, I'm sorry, gang.
Wrong, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I thought something was wrong or something like that. I said, I hope he's okay. Or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Thanks for the concern. I do have a. I make it sound so soap opera dramatic. I have a contingent for if something bad really happens to me and I never come back. My son has access to. He's the only one that has access to get into this, and I have told him to make a video and explain things. And I also told him, I said, you could just keep it going after I'm gone, because he likes some of the stuff I like. He discovered. I gave him. So you know what? This is how a dad goes and gives his son something that he did not expect, and yet I just said, you know what? He deserves it. I was digging through my closet actually to get this Ace Frehley shirt that I'm wearing.
Nice shirt, by the way, yeah.
Thank you. My friend, I did not get to go on this tour. I only got to see Ace twice, and that was 98 and 2000 with Kiss. But my friend, my dear sweet friend Lindy, she got me this shirt and mailed it to me because Ace came to my town that when I went to high school, and Stephen Pearcy from Rat opened for him, and she told me a weird Pearcy story that Pearcy was just being kind of cuckoo. He might have been imbibing or something like that. But after the show, that's besides the point. So, damn it, what the hell? I did this to myself again. What were we damn talking about, Johnny?
Ace Frehley?
Well, yeah, but before that. I don't fucking remember. So,
your son, you gave your son.
Oh yeah, my son. Thank you. So, I had in the closet, and I'm like, this would look better on him than me anymore. I remember wearing it. It was washed, of course. He loves Pink Floyd, and I happen to have. I might have wore it years ago on this show, but the "Wish You Were Here" album cover for Pink Floyd. So he's got that now. I'm like, here, son. I've given a few of my shirts away, actually. But anyway, so just passing on the love to the next generation.
Yeah, you've seen that Pink Floyd. I mean, that's been out like a few years, maybe 2 years from right now or something. The Pink Floyd turntable. Have you seen that one?
Yes, I have.
That is a beautiful turntable. I really wanted one of those, but it's like I don't know. But it was beautiful,
Oh sure.
And I don't remember how much it was. But,
probably a shit ton. Liberace did have great hair. Yes, he did. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Like I said, I was very grateful to Lindy to getting me this shirt because I just wish I could have been there. I was supposed to be there, and then all shit went loose. And when I was young, I had all four of the Kiss solo albums. But you know what? And here's the funny part: I came across another copy of that Ace Frehley solo album. I have mine. The problem is I just don't remember where the hell in this place I've got it. But I was listening. It wasn't one of his best records, but I was listening to Origins Volume 2 in the car. yesterday, actually. But yeah, Ace was my favorite member of Kiss, hands down. Multiple birthdays in my family this month, including I like Kiss due to our oldest sibling. Yeah, isn't that how a lot of them got past? See, except for I found him out on my own, actually. And the thing is like my memory isn't so good anymore. I either remember seeing Kiss on the Mike Douglas show live back then, or it was the Paul Lynde Halloween special. It was one of those two that I remember seeing Kiss for the first time. Take care, seriously. Yeah, I hope not either. But like I said, we never know. I've been here almost 15 years. Hopefully, we'll go on for a lot longer. You can buy a cheap turntable, and Groovy Lisa will give you a Pink Floyd stickers to put on them. That'd be cheaper, yes. And you can be comfortably numb when you're listening to the records too. Yes, sadly, but still a great wig. I like the solo work pretty good. New York Groove, written by Russ Ballard.
I was just about to bring that up. I heard that for the first time a couple of days ago, and wow, I really like it. I love the way they got that playing, right?
Yeah.
Are you okay or?
You know what? This friggin' oh God, I did that before I came on here. No, you know what? This chair is a big pain in the ass, is what it is, literally and figuratively, and it really pisses me off.
You need a new chair.
I do need a new chair, but the fact of the matter is, we're gonna do this for a little bit, I guess. Maybe that'll hopefully help. The thing is the old computer chair, and no, I was not in the chair when the damn caster wheel broke. But no, seriously, my kid was in it, not me for once, because I could see if it was me and my fault because I'm fat ass. But he's trying to fix the chair, and so until he can fix the chair, I'm in this chair, and yeah, I hear voices all the time. Trust me. Yes, Paul is online factual. You're damn right. I heard his uncle's voice. Howdy. Russ Ballard was also in the group Unit 4+2. That I did not know. Yes. So I know I'm so friggin' long-winded, aren't I? It's already 26 minutes, and I barely got to anything, did I? But that's okay. We're gonna have some fun here. We're gonna try to in a minute. I saw Kiss once in the 90s in Pittsburgh. Gene did the fire thing, once in a lifetime concert. Yeah, no kidding, right? 98 Psycho Circus tour, Rockford, Illinois Metro Center, and 2000. It was a couple of weeks actually before the final. No, wait a minute. The final concert was 01. Excuse me. 2000 was fall of 2000. Rockford Metro Center, along with Skid Row and Nugent. That's what we had. Yes, Russ Ballard was in Argent. That's right. Thank you. That was the one I was thinking of in my head. Don't look back. Look straight ahead. That's right. Paul, tell us about your bruises. My bruises. Because of my ass for sitting in this chair? I don't know. How are you? Yeah, that's if you know your SCTV, Bobby Bittman. Anyway,
you could just tell them about us. Tell us about them, but don't show us. Thanks, please.
Oh God! Didn't somebody? I was going to say, wasn't there somebody? Never mind. So, Simply Magic, Into the Void. Now, probably at least some of you got that last half, but maybe not the first half. So, yeah, this episode, again, another tribute episode. I know some of you hate that, but some of you don't mind it too. And I had to cobble this together. I'm not kidding you, because ever since I got out of work today, I've been like this. So I knew what I wanted to do. I cobbled it together in less than an hour. We're going to do the best we can with this. But yeah, so we're going to start off here. Yep. Because I wanted to do this, but just didn't have enough time. And before we forget, we're not touching on the bassist from Limp Bizkit, okay? He passed away too already at age 48. Yeah, we know about that too. But no Limp Bizkit tonight. Maybe next show. But today it's going to be Moody Blues and Kiss centric. That's right, because we are going to touch. Yep, definitely we're going to talk about Ace. Yep, Rush is now reformed and going back on tour. Geddy Lee also was on SCTV. And the Fish and Musician. I love the Fish and Musician with John Candy, and we're going to be hearing about from one of the musicians from Fish and Musician in a little while here. Actually, that's a hint for you. But and no, it's not the Tubes. So John Lodge passed away October 10th. So yeah, we're already talking about 11 days ago he died, right? He started out in the early 1960s with, get this for a name out in the UK, El Riot and the Rebels, Johnny. El Riot and the Rebels. That's the name of their band in the UK. He met Ray Thomas, fellow future Moody Bluein, at age 14 in 1957. I present to you a demo from El Riot and the Rebels with John Lodge and Ray Thomas.
Well, we're move on down the line. Get that love is through the fine. She'll be cool and twice as hard. Wish I stood me, gotta go. We'll roll down the line. We'll get that love is through the fine. Come on, buddy boy. Well, move on down the line. Get that love is true to find. She'll be cool and twice as hard. Wish I stood me, you gotta go. We'll roll down the line. We'll get that love is true to find. Yeah, go ahead now.
We apologise for the quality of this, but it was a 78 RPM demo made some 17 years ago, the Moody Blues' first attempt at recording.
Well, as we move on down the line, get that love is true to find. To be cool as wise as corn. Race got stood me, gotta go.
Well, I didn't know about that. I may have to look into that too, loser. That's right. El Riot and the Rebels.
Kind of like a rockabilly.
You betcha.
Yeah.
So, 1966 comes, and well, Clint Warwick, who was the original bassist for the Moody Blues, of course, he was on Go Now, along with original Moody Blue Denny Lane. But what happens is, of course, Ray Thomas goes off and says, "Hey, get your ass in the band." And so from, 1966 to, what the hell, when was the last 20? It was in the early 2020s. I don't have the exact year that the Moody Blues kind of, it was after Ray Thomas, and, Ray Thomas died, and Graham Edge. So I think it was like 2021, 2022. I don't know. You Moody Blues fans will know better than that. High waters were fashionable in 61. You betcha. So he wrote a lot of hits. Well, some of them anyway. Ride My Seesaw, Ain't Life Strange, Gemini Dream, and others. But this is one of my favorites. I know you guys have heard this on the radio, or at least it's been a while. But I thought we'd play it anyway. Right, just a singer and a rock and roll band. What you got there, Johnny? I see him
Okay.
fooling around the vinyl there. Ah, yes. Yes. I'm telling you, they had a lot of albums, lot of damn good albums. Yeah. You know what? I always check whenever I come across a copy of that, just in case, I ever found a mono press. I have yet to find a mono of Days of Future. I heard it's not that easy.
No, yeah. This is a stereo. It's not mono, yeah.
Yeah. And I can't.
this is a good one too. I have the Moody Blues, I think, on CD as well. The same one. It's the same title and everything.
Wow. I'm trying to think. I mean, like I said, I've got 2 or 3 Moody album vinyl, but I think I got maybe more CD than I do vinyl. But yeah, I'm trying to remember. Maybe you Moody fans out there can help me out on this. I cannot remember if Days of Future Past in the US was the last album to be mono or whatever the next one was, which I'm, like I said, I'm in a brain fart, but those are not that easy to find. I've come across a couple copies of Go Now, of course, which they just want too damn much money. I mean, I don't, that at least for, I just didn't see the justification. I mean, I want it, but you know, unless I find it at a decent price, at a decent shape, then I'll get it. So
Okay,
that was
like this one.
Yes.
This one it's this one says you might know this. It's a 33 1/3. It says underneath there on the label. It says 1967 Decca.
Mm-hmm.
So would this album be the one from 1967? Is that what they're saying, or I don't know.
Well, that label looks about right, though. No offense, that would be the right for that era. I mean, I think Durham. I always get that pronounced wrong because I always called it Durham for all those years, but I'm told that's wrong.
Durham.
Durham. Okay, yeah. so like Bull Durham. Okay. That they were an offshoot of Decca. I don't know how that works, but oh, see now, look, Penny. I would have loved to have seen the Moody's. I'll tell you, kicked myself in the ass for it. My late former fiance Mary was a huge Moody Blues fan. I love the voice. That is like that's in my top 5. But when I was looking up for a little bit on John Lodge, which kind of segues, you know, in the Moody Blues and segues into what the next track's going to be. So in 73, late 72, early 73, I think that single came off of Seventh Sojourn, which that's another one I don't have. I seem to have a hard time finding that LP too. But they were getting ready to work actually on the next one. But the problem was, at least based on the information I read, was that everybody but Justin Hayward, the band got together early in the sessions for this next one, which, if I remember correctly, the tracks that were started on ended up on the album Live Plus 5, which I don't have a copy of that either. But they basically told Justin Hayward and the producer that, hey, you know, we're done. That's what happened. And so because of that, everybody started doing the solo albums and stuff like that, right? So, and I ended up with a copy of this. I think I gave this to a friend of mine, though.
You can make it small, Paul, by the way.
I'm sorry. I'm just like, yeah. John and Justin did an album called Blue Jays, which this is one of the John Lodge tracks written by anyway. 1977, this album came out. So a year before their reunion and the Octave LP. This is called You.
Too, by the way.
I would recommend this to anybody, whether you're a Moody Blues fan or not. It is really a nice record. Like I said, I've come across it in the cheap bins, kids. It wouldn't cost you maybe less than a cup of coffee, maybe, to be able to get that LP.
Yeah, I bet.
Yes, Procol Harum and Robin Trower. I could have sworn that Robin Trower, I don't know. I thought he's coming near me. I hope so. If that's true, I think he's doing a tour. Get this though, really quickly, just to interject. So a close associate to Frank Marino. There's a name we talked about maybe a few episodes ago.
Mahogany Rush, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Now so supposedly the reason why he retired, and so I don't know ailments really well, but he supposedly has frozen shoulder. Okay. That's what the ailment was as to why he retired. But this was neat, I thought, in my opinion. I don't know if it was a party with family and friends or whatever. He performed in a backyard party for almost 4 hours just a few weeks back. And I am going,
That's a few hours.
that's good. That's good. Maybe, little one-offs, don't push it. Because I really would like to, damn it, it's been a long time since Frank did a fucking new record anyway. Anyway, did somebody say Barbarino? You know what? If Fabian, my buddy, was here, he could give you a, oh my God, Mr. Carter. He does it better than me. That's for sure. Oh my God. Anyways. Yes?
I got one.
Oh, look at you. You know what?
This is my own Moody Blues album from the 80s, anyway.
Yeah. That's not a bad record. It's really not.
Has Your Wildest Dreams on it, Rock and Roll Over.
Yep.
Where's side 2? Where's side 2? It's way down here.
It's missing. Side 2 is missing. Oh, there it is. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, Slings and Arrows. I get a lot of those here in the VC. Slings and Arrows. I'll tell you that right now.
I like this album. They usually like more synthesizers on this album. That's one of the reasons I like it.
Yeah.
Keyboards and stuff.
And that's another one that's in the reasonably priced section.
Yeah.
You can usually find that one. Sometimes Long Distance Voyager. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard The Voice, like when it came out, I was 14. And I did not know who it was, but the beginning made my chills up my spine. I'm going, this is good.
I know that song, yeah.
Oh, I'll give you Moody Snooze, Tito.
What?
They weren't your brothers, the Jacksons, plural, Jacksons. Yeah, see, I don't have that. I need to see all the 70s Mahogany Rush. I really dig, honestly. Oh my God, Mr. Cow. All right.
I have one album, Mahogany Rush, back there somewhere.
Oh, by the way, I do have to mention in the revenue sharing department, I have to thank Frank Marino for allowing me to be able to revenue share Maxum. Yes, remember a few episodes ago we played Maxum? He has no problems revenue sharing, and I love it. Thank you, Frank, honestly.
Hey, Dark Wizard.
Yes. But the one that's kind of tough to, I guess, on vinyl, sort of, is Sur L'Amour. I've seen a copy. I've seen one.
Dummy, I had the Sur L'Amour vinyl album once, like a dummy, and got rid of it.
Yeah, and then the one that's real tough to get, because it's early 90s, Keys to the Kingdom, which that's the last album with Patrick Moraz, because they boot his ass out after that. And I'm like, there never wasn't an answer as to why Patrick was kicked out after being really a member for about 11 years.
So 12, I have to look that up. Keys to Kingdom was put out on US vinyl, you say?
No, I didn't say that. It was. I know it was on European vinyl. Yeah, I don't think it ever came out in the US on. That would have been too late for that, I think, in my opinion.
There was
I'll give you Rose Murphy with her busy line. That's right. Now, speaking of kind of a, most people didn't know about this, including me. I found out about this. We're almost done with the John Lodge tribute. 2015, he puts out a solo album called 10,000 Light Years Ago. And on the track, Simply Magic. See what I did there, kids? See what I did? That's half your title. Simply Magic is the only song on the album where you get John Lodge, Mike Pinder, and Ray Thomas. So you get 3/5 of the Moodies. Especially considering Mike Pinder, the last time he did anything was 1978's Octave album. Yes. Not Yes, but the Moodies.
could get any better than this. You came along like the words of a song. Of a song I thought I'd never get to write. Simply magic. Simply magic.
Yep.
Simply magic. There's no
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
I would. I'd almost pay to see that.
That is a cool cover. Statecraft, yeah.
simply magic. Simply magic. There's no
Yeah, I remember seeing that one. I never got it though.
You'll see in your life what I'll never see. Take your time, every step you take. Tread carefully. You are the future, you're my reason to believe. We are one in the world.
Hallelujah, 4D. Hallelujah. That's right, damn it. Well, good morning. Hey, Sean. I need to get that. I did have it at one point or another.
Simply magic. There's no
It's simply magic, waking up every day. How about them apples? I think it's
I like
kind of
that
nice.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can handle listening to this like the previous album with the lights down dim and with a glass of wine or something, in the lazy boy chair, just listening to that stuff.
So I'm leaving James's comment up here for 2 seconds, but just as a little bit of a segue into the next thing in a minute here. So this isn't a joke. I did look this up, and I can't believe this is kind of funny. Sherman Hemsley, Mr. Jefferson from the Jeffersons. George Jefferson, yes. Moving on up from the east side to the deluxe apartment in the sky for a bigger piece of the pie. Anyways.
Are you joking?
He was a prog rock fan. He also was a psychedelic rock fan. But now in one of the episodes of the Jeffersons, he wears a Nectar t-shirt. I've seen it. I saw the episode, and I thought, I'm like, kick ass, that's beautiful. Well, he also used to dabble in acid. Okay?
Sherman Hemsley did?
Yes. So he also could perform on keyboards and Moogs in his spare time. There is an unreleased, some sessions. They say a full album, but I think it's half an album. So, of John Anderson and Sherman Hemsley. I want to hear it. I want to see if it's Jukebox from Hell material. I'm not lying. You heard it first. The best of the Yes solo albums, in my opinion. Got any Top of the Pops? Fish Out of Water? Yeah, I got to get that album. Eliza, excellent, as is Aces 78. And Jay, we're actually, you know what? I didn't put that in there. Yeah, Shay, you made the show Amen. That's right.
I've heard of that smashing episode of Amen. Yeah.
So we get to the next part, the Into the Void part. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. This got me. This got me really bad. Ace dying. So I don't want to tell tales, but let me tell you, and you guys probably already know most of this shit anyway, but if you don't, I'm going to mention it anyway. So the timeline goes back to like mid to late September when he had that fall in the studio. Now, that was so he was preparing a tour that he was going to go on. In fact, he was supposed to make an appearance at the Day of the Dead Con in Chicago. Scott was going to, my buddy Scott, I think, was planning on either meeting him or at least being at that con, because Ace really liked going to the Day of the Dead Con. He was not a yearly, but I mean pretty close to signing autographs and doing the shit that other people do at cons. And then, of course, the Kennedy Honors, with the other 3 bandmates in December. So, but the thing is that he was working on, practicing on the tour, and I am led to believe that at least 50%, if not more, of the Origins Volume 3, that's the next one in the series he was working on, 50% of it, I'm told, was completed. Now, we don't know any more than what I'm going to tell you here, but between the 50% of that being completed, along with, I'm also led to believe that there was a couple leftover tracks from 10,000 Volts, which was his last solo album, and the album before that, which I think was Spaceman, but I could be wrong on that, that there may be enough to cobble one last Ace album. So could that happen in 26? I don't know. But that he died the way he did. So the first fall was in September, and the doctor may, oh boy. So this is the alleged part. The doctor may have prescribed that drug that starts with the letter F, and I'm like, oh no. But then a few weeks later, of course, which we're talking about what? He died on the 16th of October. And I think it was earlier in that day, he fell again. Now, what happened was there's a short flight of stairs. Okay? He fell like in that second, hit his head again.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't either. And I'll tell you where I kind of got this from. It was a combined sources. Bruce Kulick mentioned some of this, and there was somebody else that was close to Ace. They both combined. Now, the thing is, there was a gag order, okay, supposedly placed on Bruce and Gene and Paul to be able to not mention anything until Ace passed, if he was going to pass. Peter was there with his wife at Ace's bedside. That's why Peter was able to be pretty much the first one to mention it. And so, like I said, possible new Kiss album, new Ace album. I wish there'd be a new Kiss album. In 26, maybe for the Ace Man, one last bit. But he was my favorite band member of Kiss. I'm glad I got to see him in 98 and 2000. Let's see. So 98, I was on Gene's side of the stage, and 2000, I was on Ace's side of the stage.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I was 12th row, but boy, oh boy, when those flame pots went in, oh God, did you feel it? But the pyrotechnics, I mean, getting to see Ace with that smoking, he played damn good on both of those shows, okay? So yeah, passed away at 74. So what I want to start here, I know this is gonna sound goofy, but before he joined Kiss, he was in a band in 1970 called Malimo. Now it's African for something. I don't remember what. It's in his book. No Regrets. Get the book if you're a Kiss fan, even if you're not a Kiss fan. Get the book because there's a lot of interesting damn stories in there going back to the 60s. But from 1970 to early 1972, he was in the band Malimo, and they recorded half an album for RCA Records. Yeah, it sat in the vault for a very long time, but some of it got leaked out. Yes, that's right. We're going to play one track because, I mean, there's 8 minutes. I'm not doing that. But if you want to look for it, you can. But what we got here is Malimo's demo of East of Yesterday. That's right.
I don't think I read about this band.
Say welcome into the golden age of morning. Say welcome into the golden days of glory. Wearing rags and golden rings, wells into the sunshine sing. Crowds are gonna go.
Really? Only 3? Why did I hear a half an album? I don't know. Sorry. I guess my source was wrong, or sources, or whatever the hell.
Say welcome into the golden age of morning. Say welcome into the golden days of glory. Wearing rags and golden rings, just listen to that sunshine sing. Crowds are gonna go.
Wow.
They're gonna go.
I think I had Journey to the Center of the Earth at one point. Another cheap priced album you can find from time to time.
Yeah.
Hash cake. Available at Waffle House. Very much. Maybe, but I'm just telling you the combined sources about the Ace thing. I think so too. Oh God, I remember that movie.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
So there's a taste of what it would have been like pre-Kiss if that thing ever would have come out.
Yeah.
Yes, the Ray Milland movie. I remember that. My 77-year-old neighbor just told me the fall is the beginning of the end for everybody. I never thought of that, but it does seem to go that way. Well, yeah.
Just if you're interested,
Yes.
the origin of Molimo is a Native American Miwok Makwalan, or what? The meaning of Molimo is bear going under shady trees.
Huh.
Yeah.
Bear going under shady trees.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a Native
cool
American.
name.
It's the baby boy name Molimo is pronounced as Mo-li-mo. They have it spelled out like in syllables. Right. So
Wow.
that's the.
Well, thank you for pulling that up because, like I said, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, knowing's half the battle.
There
G.I.
you
Joe.
go. If somebody asks you what's Molimo, then you'll know.
Hey Mo, what's Molimo? all right. So then, of course, he joins the good old he joins. Yes, that's right. Kiss, 1973 to 1982, and we're gonna play the first song that he sang on because he wrote Cold Chin and a few other things, but this I always liked this one. Good old Curly should have been a singer. He always called everybody Curly, I guess. I think that's funny.
Wise guy, eh?
Yes. But of course, based on a real incident when he really was shocked in Lakeland, Florida on a tour. Oh boy. From the 1977 album, Love Gun.
That was
Shocked
shocking,
me.
if you ask me.
Yeah, it was very shocking and revolting. too.
I'm sitting there thinking that must have been incredibly uncomfortable wearing these outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, he wasn't always a rock star. He was a plumber. if you remember that, Tom Snyder. Oh boy. Anyways, oh God. Hang on a minute. I gotta play this. This is all right. Yeah, keep going, Dave. Go ahead.
Someone asked, Sean asked for favorite Kiss album. I like the Destroyer album, 76.
Yeah, I like all that stuff.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, though, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get this set. Hang on. So, I wish that this show was sponsored by what I'm going to play next. Not sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, unfortunately. I wish it was.
Dunkin' Donuts knows it's not easy being a regular
Really
office worker. To prove it, we tried this experiment with Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley.
Beautiful, Ace. But what about the P&L statement?
I'll give you the P&L statement.
We are looking good.
Made for the regular, everyday folks. Delicious iced caramel lattes. America runs on Dunkin'.
Stop by Dunkin' Donuts.
I don't know if I remember that. Who knows?
God. Let's see here. What is this? 40, man. Give it to the leaders. We'll have world peace. Ask Grace Slick and Abby Hoffman. That goes good with the movie Dazed and Confused, a movie about the 70s. And you know what? That's my life, Dazed and Confused. Yes, I'd vote for that. Yes, I would too. Destroyer was a big record in my neighborhood. Truthfully, God, I've said this before. It was either Destroyer or Love Gun was the first brand new Kiss album back in the day I bought. Yes, he definitely was. I was like, and I love how Gina and Paul were so pissed. They just kept looking pissed.
I just looked up that clip a few weeks ago that they're talking about. I never seen it before.
Halloween 1979. I'm not a spaceman. I'm a plumber. Anyways, so then we get to, of course, he leaves Kiss, and in the book he goes off and basically says that if he didn't leave Kiss, he probably would have died. Now I don't really know, how if that was an exaggeration or maybe that's really what he felt. But what was kind of weird, reading in the book and then reading in some of the other Kiss books is that, of course, he's pictured on Creatures of the Night. Excellent, excellent damn album. Too bad Ace isn't on there at all, except on the cover. And which I just always thought was odd. I'm like, damn it, Ace. You could have at least had one song on their records, and there was a million guitarists on that damn album anyway. But no. So, but yeah, he's like, I'll go with you for the promotional European tour. And I'm like, and I saw, and I'm not going to play it though, because I'll probably get dinged for it, the German appearance where they're doing I Love It Loud, and the audience is so dead. They're just sitting there like on their hands looking stupid. And I'm like, But the thing is though, is that Ace, for most of it, turns his back to the audience. He's looking at Eric for most of it. And I'm like, that's because you don't really know the chords because you didn't play on it. What is that? But I mean, I don't know. I just thought that was something else. I thought it was kind of funny. So after that, he forms Frehley's Comet. Yes, my first Dunkin' Donuts experience was in the U.S. First USA visit. We didn't have them in the U.K. I was astonished at the variety. Yeah, you know what? If you get them fresh first thing in the morning, they're good. After that, they're pretty shitty stale. I don't care how much you microwave them and anything else like that. Yes, 2000 Man, excellent track.
Yeah, I like that 2000
That's
Man.
Off of Dynasty, right?
Dynasty.
2000 Man, that's a kick-ass one. But from 84 to 87, and part of the lyrics, of course, on this were based in real life about how he almost died in 83 in a car accident. I'm telling you, pretty scary shit. So we almost lost him in 83. Yeah, that would not have been good. I'm glad he got to live another 42 years. I smoked a doobie with Ace Frehley. Yeah, see, that's what we're talking about. Did he call you Curly? Or say Ack? Anyways, I bought this damn album when my buddy Matt had it first. He goes, "You got to get this. You just got to get this." So I got that first Fraley Comet album, and this was the first track.
Terrible. I don't think I remember any songs off this album.
Oh, this is good.
I know it came out when I was a teenager, but I just don't.
87 Rock Soldiers.
That album,
So,
Paul, I just want to say that album was fairly successful. Like picked number 43 on the Billboard 200 album chart. Fraley's Comet.
yeah.
But-
They actually went off, and I think I've got a copy of it. I mean, I already have an original, but yeah, I'm a sucker. I went and got the Rocktober one. It was cool looking. It was. Rhino cranked it back out, and I can't remember what the hell damn color is. I don't even. Damn it! I don't even know where half my shit is. So, anyways.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, Paul. Do you get Rocktober released from a store or online or where?
Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble will do Rocktobers.
Yeah, I don't have a Barnes and Noble near me, so I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't there like up to 4 fractures? I get kind of Fractured Quantum, right? I think that was the last one. Those fractures are damn good. I did have the pleasure of briefly saying hello and a wave from bassist John Regan from Fraley's Comet back when he was with Peter Frampton. He worked with Frampton for about, I think it was like 15, 20 years before John died too. So I don't know. I don't drink too much. It makes me poop. Well, I think that happens for most. All right. Next, he goes back into Kiss. Nobody saw that shit coming, including me. And if you remember on the Grammys, and Tupac was all excited because fucking Kiss was behind him at the Grammys, and and he's like, "What the hell? It's Kiss!" And like, yep. And from '96 to '02, Kiss was there. He was in Kiss. The last performance he did was he played at the Beijing Olympics. Yeah, played at the Beijing Olympics. That was the last thing. But basically, the Psycho Circus album, well, yeah. This is really the only true track you get off of that Psycho Circus album, really, where all 4 are playing together. I can't believe that it was such a travesty. It should have been the whole damn album. But with all 4 of them. And I'll tell you, I got I've got the program, the Psycho Circus program, and I do have a T-shirt, but I'm afraid to wear it because, well, it's old and it's starting to get little holes. And once that happens, it's just, you get to look at it. Probably I should just somehow frame this stupid thing. I don't know. Yes.
I just want, before you go on the next subject, I never owned it, but I had a neighborhood kid friend. I think I did read some of that Kiss comic book, but it's been ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made 2, though. I didn't know that. They made 2 of the big ones from Marvel. And I'm like, I didn't know about that second one for like years and years, because I only ever saw, I had the first one in my hands once.
Cool. Yeah.
At some collectible shop, right? But they wanted too much. But the other thing was, and maybe I should have gotten these, but when I saw this was like late 90s, early O's. There's same guy, he pulls out a shoebox and he goes, "I just got these because maybe you'd be interested." It was all 4 of the Kiss dolls from the mid-'70s. I'm like, oh, shit. Because I wanted them when I was a kid. And they were really hard to find, at least for me anyway, in Chicagoland, where I lived. Now, there was a part or 2 missing because they came with accessories. But I was just like, but the dolls were there. They were in working order. They weren't broke. None of that. And I remember he wanted like $100 or $125 for the whole set. And I'm like, back then that was a lot of friggin' money. I mean, was it worth it? Probably. But yeah, the Kiss Army. I never did mail in the things off the record forms for the Kiss Army. I don't know. I'm surprised I didn't. Heartbreaking that they couldn't give fans no shit, right? And that still pisses me off because here's the thing. The news for that Psycho Circus album, okay? You see the MTV video for Psycho Circus, all of them are on it, right? Into the Void, same thing. But nobody knew until the CD got released and you looked in the credits. And I got pissed because I'm like, okay, Bruce Kulick's on there for a track or two. That's fine, whatever. He has prior history. Tommy Thayer lands in there, and I'm going, who the hell's that? Because I didn't remember Black and Blue. I'm like, who the fuck's Tommy Thayer? And then Kevin Valentine plays drums on a lot of that album. And I am just like, where the hell are the... I'm like, oh, I didn't pay for it. I won it on a radio station. That's how I found out about it. I won it early, and they're like, you can come and get it the day it's released.
Cool.
All right, that's fine, great. Rip the damn thing up, and I'm like, I ripped it. I'm like, what? They're only on one song, all four. I'm like, oh, I was pissed. Oh, I was really pissed. Will Ace be paid? Yeah, you know what? That would have been something in a way, wouldn't it? Because Costco, I don't know if Costco still makes them. They did, though. I remember that. Anything for $1 for Gene. How many people here bought the X-Ray Spy? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did. I was kind of hoping to see nakedness. Anyways, obviously didn't. Oh, God, onion gum. Oh, I know what the hell that is. I bought the 6-foot Frankenstein. Yeah, I knew it was you put it on your door. I wasn't stupid about that. I just thought it was cool looking. Yeah, the gum that turns your mouth black, bro. Yeah. I had an ant farm. I did. I also had a sea monkey thing, too. That was weird. Just realized there's a Kiss theme for this episode. Zing! Second black coffee. That's okay. I put shoe polish on the end of a banana. Classic. That's great. Link for Count Chocolitis, ladies and gentlemen. Count Chocolitis. Sea monkeys. Yes, you're damn right. Finally got home. Hooray. Now we go. Yes.
You guys ever have in the States? I know when I was growing up in Montreal, they used to have in the cereal boxes, you could order the Jolly Green Giant. Well, it used to come in. You could buy one about this tall, like maybe 2 foot tall, and it was like a robot. Jolly Green Giant walked like a robot. I don't know if you guys remember.
I don't know anything about the robot, but I knew they were selling plastic figures.
But this one was like about 2 feet tall or something, and it was like a remote kind of robot that you can walk.
No, I don't know anything about that.
A long time ago, way back in the 60s or something like that.
Here's how nerdy I was. I saved the the Planner peanut bags, and you turned them in with like 25 or 50 cents, and you got the little. I think they were a bank. I remember getting that. Oh, I love that shit. I miss.
Yeah, I had the coloring book of Planters Peanuts when I was a kid.
Another classic. Another one that we pulled was we'd fill the envelope with shaving cream, snip the end off, put it in, stomp on it, and it went into the damn next room. Oh, that's fun. Rock'em Sock'em Robot.
Yeah. I had that once.
Also, to go with this kind of prank, of course, sticking their hand in warm water. What's going to happen? Oh, yes. Brine shrimp. Who would have known?
Way back when I was a kid, the cereals that they were called Puffs. It was just like big bags of Puffs, right? Something he was called. But way back. But anyways, you used to be able to get all the old, like Frankenstein, Dracula, stuff like that. Figurines about maybe 5 inches, 6 inches tall in the cereal bag. You used to get them because I remember when I was a kid going all the way down in the Puff cereal bag to grab. My mother used to get mad, but you used to be able to get all those things when that way back in the 60s. That they used to have that stuff. But
you
found out if you had Dracula if you reached in there and it bit you.
Yeah.
Okay, next. I remember the Aurora model kit. I had the glow-in-the-dark Mummy and Frankenstein. I built that. That was kind of cool. I met Aurora models. Anyways, Let's play a little something goofy, just a little bit from 1981.
Twister.
Ace plays guitar on this. Crazy Joe and the Variable Speed Band. Yeah, you heard me. God, I can't believe I'm playing this. It's Eugene.
My name is Eugene.
And yes, that's him saying Eugene, too.
I'm a cool dude in a loose mood.
I remember that stuff. For a minute, I thought you said camel toe. I'm sorry. I had to reread that. Yeah, that would be funnier yet, too. Camel Joe and Camel Toe.
Hey, what's happening? Huh? Hey, 2 ginger ales for my girls.
Oh, yeah, crazy phone.
Who is this guy?
Eugene. Hey, I don't know if you care, but the doctor said, you know, I ain't gonna make it much longer. You know what I mean? You know.
That's me fun, yeah.
What did you say your name?
Eugene. Eugene. Eugene.
Good old charts.
I don't remember yards. I don't remember.
Hey, man, why don't you stop right on?
Yeah.
Dude, Riggs.
Yeah, it went really on.
Maybe. Oh, why?
Again,
Why? What fun would that be?
Again's open till.
Yeah, welcome. That's right. Moose-knuckle is in the Urban Dictionary along with several.
I know you want to party tonight. I got an idea.
Shenanigans.
Why don't you say we go down to Louis Pizza?
Who does this guy think he is?
Eugene.
I knew a Eugene. This almost fits him.
I stick my hands in fans for fun.
Yeah.
You say, come on, give me a break, me. Like me and you and your girlfriend, we could, you know what I mean? We could. Oh man, why'd you have to go and do that for?
That's right, Crazy Joe and the Variable Speed Band.
I never heard that
It
song
is a
before.
funky tune. See, that's why we play shit like this here. Bullwinkle J. Moose. Hokey smoke, Bullwinkle, that never fucking works. Yes, toys weren't really fun unless they were teachers in the 60s. Remember, chemistry sets kids. Oh, you can create. That's why we love collecting gunpowder out of fireworks, Kim. Guy Fawkes Day. Boom! Boom, you bitches! I can imagine. I can only imagine. But what else could go boom? Oh boy, what a segue. What else could go boom? Well, maybe while you're doing he's on guitar on this, Gene's on bass. Bump and Grind with Wendy O. Williams.
Oh, that's the album that Kiss members produced or something. Yeah. Or something.
That's right. Wendy O. Williams, the Wow album from 1984.
But am I
Ace
right?
plays guitar on that, and
Yeah.
Gene is on bass, disguised as Reginald Van Helsing. That's right. That's what he called himself.
Reginald Van Helsing.
Reginald Van Helsing. Of course, that's the character from Dracula. That's right. And basically, it's a lot. It's kind of another Kiss album in a way, because let's see, Gene's on there, Paul's on there, Eric Carr's on there, Ace is on there, Vinnie Vincent, he's on there too. So, and of course, 3 of the Plasmatics are on there too. And yeah, so it's too bad that she's gone. I don't know. Like I said, I like the music. I came across a copy of Wow once, and it was reasonably priced, I thought. Then I found out why. One side, beautiful looking. Turned it over, son of a bitch, who took the screwdriver? So help me God. I hate people like that. Yeah, you know, I miss her. I miss her a lot. I mean, I get kind of why, but I really damn miss her. And I know there's no issue between me and her. There's not. It's just, well, it is what it is. Most of the women who get involved in the porn industry suffer from trauma. Very sad. It's true too. Yes. Very much. And I think part of that, bringing that up, had to do with that manager, I think, right? Isn't that the one that she ended up like living with all the way up to her demise? I mean, I don't know. It's just too bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I got one song left in the queue. I kind of overshot a little bit here, but you know what? It's because we're having fun. We are. And I know this is probably a big no-no, but that's why we saved this to the end. Because it's a video I'm going to show. At least part of it. I may not show the whole thing. But in 2014, Ace puts out Origins Volume 1. Now, Origins, basically, the 2 series that I was talking about, is all covers albums that he decides to do. It's odd that, yeah, ruining a comedy skit. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, maybe they... EC, I love EC Comics. If I could find like graphic novel size, reprints of EC, I would buy them in a heartbeat. Well, Ace does, he puts out an olive branch to a certain Mr. Paul Stanley. And they both do a cover from the band Free. And yeah, I probably shouldn't be showing this, so YouTube, just forgive me. I'm going to speed this up a little. It's called Fire and Water. Anyways, you guys could see the rest of it on YouTube. But the point is that was like, I think, the start of things, really. And I don't know why the hell Paul had to open his mouth, because that's really what it was that he said that if Ace and Peter was still in the band name would be Piss. And I'm going, you know what, jackass? Because Paul was like my second favorite band member for a while, but that guy's got an ego that's just kind of way ridiculous. And I mean, I don't know, damn it. It's just, it shouldn't have ended like this. It really shouldn't have. When the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Hall of Shame bit, if you will, happened, they should have been able to play one last time. Cheap Trick did. They went past the whole Bunny Carlos, whatever, Robin Zander issue that was going on. And they were able to play 3 damn songs together, and
that's good.
They enjoyed it. Same thing for Chicago and Danny Seraphine. He was like a little kid on those damn drums that night. I've seen the video. He was just like, holy shit, up for on one night I'm back with these guys, although no Peter Cetera. But the rest of the OGs were there that were alive. And now Chicago's a shell of themselves. Cheap Trick, new album coming out in a couple weeks, all washed up. I would recommend it. November 14th is going to be a very, very busy release day, ladies and gentlemen. First thing, Badfinger Live 1974 from Cambridge, March 31st. That is coming out on CD and vinyl. I'm going to get it on CD because it's no difference in the track list.
These groups, it's all about ego, and it really, when you think, it boils down to being childish about, one didn't play what, this because of that, or it's crazy arguments really when it shouldn't be the,
It's really rare when a band isn't dysfunctional in some degree. Just like humans, we're all dysfunctional, but it's like, but the difference is that you are in the creative Boilermaker and the machine. That's what Pink Floyd was talking about. Welcome to the machine. And you're sitting there, whether it's your band breaks up after high school or you've been around for 50 damn years, and the grind will get to you no matter what. And us fans, okay, you know what? I mean, all right, I'm guilty of this. I've always said, even till Ace died, and I'm like, well, there goes any chance of any of them. And that last show that they did, Gene and Paul made a big damn mistake about that shit. If they should have done it proper, that was the last concert, they should have brought everybody that was ever in Kiss back that was alive. They should have done that. They should have posted like video tribute of Eric Carr, even a brief little bit for Mark St. John, even though he wasn't around very long. And everybody else should have been on that damn stage for one night. They could have went past their damn egos in the greed.
That would have been a classy move, of course.
Right.
Look at Black Sabbath. They got together with Ozzy and all that on stage. Right?
Oh, yeah, I heard about. I never did see that, but yeah.
So that's what shows how classy some they can be if they can do that. Get.
Well, I'm glad they did
put things aside and. Yeah.
I just didn't expect Ozzy to die that quick. I'm like, what the hell?
Now that was a shock because you saw this reunion, in Birmingham. Then all of a sudden, like days later or whatever, it's like, But you know what? I think that was Ozzy's exit thing, where that's what he wanted for his and he probably knew he was going, pretty soon. So that was his last hurrah. His last thing with his bandmates, and I think that made him happy. And then after that, he was like satisfied. He and then he said, that's it. I'm satisfied with what happened.
Right.
I'm ready to,
Now another rumor that I heard on the Ace camp, and I'm not sure how true it is, to be honest with you, but the long talked about Peter Hard Rock album, that he's been talking about for between 5 and 10 years, supposedly is coming out in 26. That was word. Now, Ace has been on a handful of what little solo albums he had. Is it a good possibility that maybe Ace could be on a track? That would be nice. I ain't gonna hold my breath on it. And there was some weird thing. I wish I could have remembered the post to clarify. But Gene said something about, and this was after Ace died, and he played like a 10-second snippet of like Ace doing guitar. In other words, is there going to be one last song? It's kind of strange with these guys. I know that Gene and Paul flew out to New York, I guess, or I'm assuming for the funeral or whatever's going to happen there. And from what I heard, they are going to continue with the Kennedy honor thing in December. But you know what? I'll tell you this: they should have mended the fences, but hopefully, when those three get together, maybe they can mend the fence with Peter too, and at least just go, you know what? We'll stop talking smack. I don't see it happening. I ain't going to hold my breath on it. But you know how it always seems to take somebody dying for somebody to
I was just gonna,
yeah.
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say that, why wait to when somebody dies? Isn't it kind of late when that happens? They should do it before, not after. It's like saying, oh, when somebody dies that you love or whatever. Oh, I really love that person, but never saying it before they die. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know why they wait so long to, get together and stuff like that. Just mend fences and do it like I pointed out, like Ozzy and the gang, right? They did it, and Ozzy was so satisfied with it and happy. So that's what counts. Ozzy was happy about it, and he just said, "Okay, it's time to go." Right?
This is really good, solid advice that can be used in life in general.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Love the people. Love the people. Love the one you're with. If if you've got any issues, try to bury the hatchet. Okay, because you never know if you're going to be around tomorrow or that other person's going to be around tomorrow.
There's no guarantees.
There is no guarantees.
When you're ready to go, you're ready to go. Right?
Exactly. Now, there's no guarantees, speaking of, but I'm hoping to do a show on Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm not promising that. I want to thank Johnny and Dave for being up here. I want to thank the panel.
At least your internet didn't go down this time.
and
Don't jinx it.
I want to thank I think I had like 25 people in the room at one point or another, which is nice. Thank you for that. And thanks to everybody. And I missed you guys. I love you guys. And until then, yes, no guarantees. That is a good tombstone epitaph indeed. Time for an old fat man. That's right. Psycho's Platters is a Love Peace production.